Hey, all you tube heads out there in YouTube land, Bluray 1976 here, coming at you with a part 2 to my Mega DVD Blu-ray A to Z update. If you're just joining us, I'm going through these alphabetically. In part 1 we got all the way down to the L's. We'll be picking up with K, going all the way down to Z. So let's jump right back into it, shall we? First on the list, King Kong Escapes. If you know me, you know I love giant monster movies, Godzilla, King Kong, Gamera, that sort of thing. This is right up my alley. Been wanting to get this on DVD for quite a while. This is just a fun, cheesy monster movie. In this one, King Kong battles his mechanical robot double called Mechna Kong. A lot of fun. Next up, Laid to Rest. This is one of those movies I was really looking forward to watching. And I gotta tell you, I was pretty disappointed. If you're looking for blood, guts, gore, this movie has it. If you're looking for a killer with a cool mask, this movie has it. If you're looking for plot, backstory, likable characters, better move right on down the line, because this movie does not have any of those. This movie has the dumbest characters I've ever seen in a horror movie. They do the dumbest, most stupidest things. And and the ending is retarded. It has one of the dumbest endings I've ever seen in a horror movie. The way the killer dies in the end, totally stupid. Pass on this one unless you're really hard up for something to watch. Showed you a bad horror movie. Let me show you a really good one. Let Me In on Blu-ray. One of the best vampire movies I have ever seen. I'm a fan of the original French version called Let the Right One In. I was skeptical when I heard they were redoing this. I was wrong. I highly recommend this. Check it out. You won't be disappointed. Fantastic film. Speaking of vampire movies, one of the best right here. The Lost Boys, the 2-disc special edition. Found this at Walmart for $5. Couldn't believe it. Went the next day and went to the mall. They wanted $27 for this. I was like, yeah, right. Got mine at Walmart for $5. Lost Boys. If you've not seen Lost Boys, well, then shame on you. What are you doing watching this? Go rent Lost Boys. Next up, we got Machete. I've seen this 3 times since I got it. I went to the movies and seen it. Excellent movie. If you're a fan of Robert Rodriguez, Quentin Tarantino's type of movies, you know what to expect. A lot of blood, gore, violence, nudity, profanity, and stuff little kids shouldn't watch. This has like almost a dozen different celebrities in it, but it's a lot of fun, a lot of action, a lot of violence. It's great. Next up, oh yeah, we got the Macho Man with the Randy Savage Ultimate Collection. Going a little Macho Madness. You may remember me telling you I was trying to expand on my wrestling collection, and I did pick this up along with another wrestling DVD I'll show you here in just a minute. Good stuff. Picked up The Mummy, the Legacy box set collection. This is one of my Christmas presents. If you watch part 1, you'll see that I picked up the Creature from the Black Lagoon box set. This has all 5 original Mummy movies in it, with of course the original Mummy, The Mummy's Hand, The Mummy's Tomb, The Mummy's Ghost, and The Mummy's Curse. The only one I'm missing now, I have Dracula, Frankenstein, Wolfman, The Mummy, and The Creature. The only one I'm missing now is The Invisible Man, but I'll eventually pick that up. Next up, got Night of the Demons. This is the recent remake with Shannon Elizabeth, Edward Furlong. It's really good. I enjoyed it a lot. Is it better than the original one? Well, in some ways it is, and in some ways it's not. But regardless, it's still a fun horror flick, and I highly recommend it. It has a lot of horror, a lot of blood, violence, nudity. Again, a lot of stuff that little kids shouldn't watch, but it's a lot of fun. I highly recommend it. Next on the list, Paranormal Activity. I like this movie. A lot of people crapped on it. I personally enjoyed it. thought it was a pretty effective little horror flick. A little pretty successful and fun little independent horror film I personally liked. I like part 2 also, and I haven't picked up the second one yet, but I will soon. I liked Paranormal Activity, so all you haters out there. Next up, we got Revenge of the Nerds, the Panty Raid edition. I picked this up at a pawn shop for a couple bucks. One of my big fan of the 80s comedies. This is one of the best. Picked up The Signal in a cool slipcase. The Signal is another very good little, not very well known horror movie. Highly recommend it as well. It's kind of like a cross between 28 Days Later, Dawn of the Dead, and 12 Monkeys. It's kind of like an anthology. It's told in 3 different parts, told from 3 different perspectives about what's going on, and it's very good. I highly recommend it. Definitely check out The Signal. Picked up the Star Trek Klingon Fan Collective box set. This completes my set of my Star Trek. I have all the others. This was the only one I was needing. I picked this up at the mall used for pretty cheap. I am a Trekkie. I've been a Star Trek fan most of my life. So I had to pick this up to complete my set. Moving right along, we got Kevin Bacon in Stir of Echoes. I really like this movie. This is a special edition. Pretty effective little mystery suspense thriller. I liked it a lot. Cool storyline, cool plot. I like the twist at the end. If you've not seen Stir of Echoes, I recommend this one too. Superman 4, The Quest for Peace. This was the only one I did not have on DVD. It's my least favorite out of all the Superman movies. But it's kind of a guilty pleasure too. I saw this movie as a kid. It's really bad. I'm not going to sugarcoat it, people. This is a really bad movie, but it's fun, and it's kind of, like I say, it's kind of a guilty pleasure. So I like all the Superman movies, but this is my least favorite. Picked up The Tingler with Vincent Price. This is the 40th anniversary edition. Big Vincent Price fan. I had not seen this. I'm looking forward to watching it. I've always wanted to see this movie, and finally get to sit down and finally get a chance to watch it. So, picked up Trick or Treat with Ozzy and Gene Simmons. This is the original Trick or Treat from the 80s, not the one that recently came out a couple years ago. I have not watched this yet either, actually. I'm looking forward to also checking this out. Nature Boy, Ric Flair. Woo! The Ultimate Ric Flair Collection. I told you I picked up another wrestling DVD along with the Macho Man. This is it. This has a lot of his matches. This is a 3-disc DVD set. If you're a Ric Flair fan, I highly recommend this. Picked up Unleashed with Jet Li, Morgan Freeman. Very good movie. Chris recommended this one to me. I'm glad I picked it up. Found it at a pawn shop or a used video store for $3. Wes Craven's Vampire in Brooklyn. One of his underrated, overlooked films, I feel. It's very good. Van Damme double feature with Bloodsport, Time Cop. 2 of the best of his films, in my opinion. The original Wicker Man with Christopher Lee. Cult classic. Found it at a pawn shop for $2. And last but not least, Zombieland on Blu-ray. Fun, campy, cheesy. And there you have it, folks. Thanks for tuning in. Hope you enjoyed it. And we'll see you guys next time. Peace out.